Do I kiss and tell? No.
Damn.
But, I mean, it was a good night. We sit at the bar, and there's this Swedish guy working behind the bar, and he speaks rapid-fire Japanese. And he and her hit it off. Big time. I know. I see you shaking your head. I'm fine. And she's like hit me on the arm saying, oh wow, his Japanese is so good. And I'm like, okay, understood.
So she's just like a social butterfly. I don't think she's not a whole bag, but she's just like a social butterfly, right? I didn't see this part, by the way. Okay, just letting you know. I saw like the first part, and I saw a little clip of the second. I didn't know this was coming. Okay, but I wouldn't say she's like Smut City. I would say she's just a social butterfly Japanese girl, and she's a bit like innocent in that way, and she's like interested in foreign guys. Like, not so much as like, I want to Pokemon bang them all. Like, they're a novel curiosity that's like really interesting for me. So, and there's one that can speak Japanese. Wow. And he's so easy for me to communicate with. And because this guy doesn't really have the communication skill, they've been doing their juvenile, probably a 1-2 word, beautiful, pretty, wow, funny inside joke kind of stuff, which is totally fine. But again, the foreign Swedish guy who can actually speak fluent Japanese can connect with her on a deeper level, tell jokes and stuff like that, makes him feel insecure. I'd say that's one thing you can't really do in those situations if you don't have any Japanese ability. You can't get like, performance anxiety of your like Japanese manhood because someone has a bigger like JLPT schlong. It just doesn't work like that. It's just like the way it is, right? Like there's always going to be someone who can speak Japanese better than you. Like, my Japanese is okay, maybe bordering on pretty good. I need to go back to Japanese class, but I always know I'm going to be in a situation where there's going to be a foreign guy who can communicate in Japanese way better than me. And I'll just play my position. It doesn't make me any less of a person. It's totally fine. But he's not really used to that. And he's used to like stuff from his home country. So he doesn't know that she's just a social butterfly type Japanese girl who's not really thinking deeply about anything. She's just enjoying the moment, being around all these, people, which is the same reason why she jumped from her like boyfriend to him. Like, again, like, do I think she would cheat on him if he went back to his home country and tried to wipe her up? Yes. Do I think like the other weeb looking guys kind of like being like, oh man, it's over? Do I think they are accurate? Not really, right? Because the situation is highly superficial. If I were him, hopefully he doesn't just let that be a deal breaker for him just because he's on vacation anyway. Like, whatever. She's like talking with the bartender. Like, she's not flirting with him. I can kind of imagine like she's just like, wow, that's so funny. He's telling jokes, she's laughing. You gotta just go with it. But it is kind of emasculating, in this situation because he probably couldn't understand a word of what's going on, and it seemed like the other guy's flirting. But you gotta be kind of secure in your position in that situation, especially if it's something so temporary like what just happened to him. But he doesn't seem like that kind of guy. Tattoos and the hipster mustache, he's a game developer. Maybe he's just not used to those type of situations, and he doesn't know it is what it is. But let's see.
These hands is bilingual.
What happened to her ex-boyfriend is now happening to me, and I'm watching it happen. And I was there for the girl. I was there chasing the girl. She starts noticing I'm upset, and I've been pulling away all night. She looks at me and she says, tonight I'll go home alone.
Yeah, she's like, don't be a Debbie Downer, dude. Like, that's what happens. She's like, don't be a downer, dude. I'm just here to have fun. And then he just turned into a downer. So he was the fun foreign guy. Now he turned into a party pooper. So she was just like, whatever. So in this point, I'm doubting if he even smashed, which is a shame because the draws were his at the end of that night. If he would have just played his position, laughed, maybe be like, oh, what's he saying? Or something like that. But again, I don't know her English level, so I don't know how much they could communicate, but it's fine. Like, if you just enjoy your drink, smile, check your phone or something, and just let her do her, man. Like, but he got kind of caught up in this, lost in the sauce of Japan as a newbie, so that's what it is. It kind of sounds like.
And I was like, oh. She gets back home and we're texting, talking about like, hey, I felt really disrespected at that bar. She says, well, you're leaving soon, so maybe we should just like take some space and then talk again when you get back here. And I said, no, it sounds like it's over for us. When I said it sounds like it's over for us, she blocked me.
Block is diabolical.
Yeah.
I reached out to Kion. I was like, just help me talk to her one last time. I want to leave her a gift. No, now it's getting mushy.
Okay.
But
No, go on, bro.
Oh, he's going out sad. He's going out sad, man. He's going out sad. See, he ruined the party. He ruined it. If he would have just been like, or at least like be a dude and be like, all right, I'm gonna just rock with it, get the draws, and then I'm done. Maybe, but again, maybe that's not his priority, in life or in Japan or whatever. But he just got too heavy for her. She wasn't down for all that. Like, and probably her my spidey sense is telling me that's also why she was ready to pass up her other boyfriend. Probably because he was all in love with her. Her other boyfriend was all in love with her and being all heavy to her. And she was just like, dude, like, you alright, but I don't like you like that. I'm not trying to get married yet. Like, get off my nutsack. Basically to him. The Japanese equivalent of get off my nutsack to the guy. And same thing with him. Not like she's not like she's a sleaze bag or anything like that. She just wants to be free and enjoy her life and all that stuff. Generally speaking, like women like that in their late 20s, early 30s, get married like that. Like, he just met her too young. That's all.
well, so I learned some hiragana, and I wrote her a handwritten letter.
Wow.
I got her like a little green tea treat, put it all in a little gift bag, and I left it at the place where we met. I hung it up on the door, and I said, hey, Kion, can you please let her know there's something waiting for her where we met?
Don't do this. He going out sad. He going out sad. There's no cliffhanger about this. Like, she blocked him, meaning he's a downer. Like, yeah, he kind of messed it. Let me know with the like or comment what you guys think. Basically, if Japan is an enigma in many ways, but it's also very transparent in many ways. If you meet a girl in a fun situation, that's the lane you're in. You're in the fun lane. Stay in that lane, right? If you think it's like this deep mystical connection because you guys went to the convenience store and listened to Sade, you're playing yourself. You're on vacation. Have fun on vacation. You connect with someone, good. Connect with them. But once in a blue moon will you actually end up in a long-term relationship. The logistics of it are just way too complicated. There are way too many language barriers. She don't need all that. She gonna take your green tea and chuck it out the window. Like, okay, like, it doesn't matter. It's fine. She's not a cold-hearted person. I kind of understand her side of it. She just wanted to have some fun with a foreign guy, maybe get a little freaky deaky in his hotel room and have a couple kicks. But he messed it up, ended up without the draws. Maybe he kissed her. I don't know. But at least he's got a story, and we got something to talk about it. Let me know what you think. I'll holler at you next time. Peace.